Hey everyone, welcome to the Common Sense Crew. Today we got an interesting scenario here. I'm not sure how this would even happen, but a development company built a home on the wrong lot worth $500,000, and the current lot owner says, I don't want that home, so what are we going to do? So this is out of Hawaii, and courtesy to Hawaii News Now. They brought this to the forefront, but I want to play this video, and then I want you to leave comments as to what you would do in this scenario. I tell you, I think I know what I would do, but let's listen and see what is involved here. Here we go.
It's being called a $500,000 mistake, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on a 1-acre lot in Puna's Hawaiian Paradise Park. And it could cost a lot of people a lot more than that as they head to court to sort it out. In 2018, when she took this video, Ann Reynolds thought she'd found the perfect, serene 1-acre lot to host her meditative healing women's retreats.
It does look like a beautiful lot. Look at that. Wow, it's like a jungle. It is beautiful. Look at the palm trees and all the growth. So she wanted to do a women's serenity type retreat. Okay, pretty cool. All right, let's see what's going on.
Because of the natural foliage and alignment of all the right spiritual and astronomical elements.
I mean, there's a sacredness to it, and the one that I chose to buy, that had all the right qualities.
The price was also right, available in a county tax auction for about $22,000.
Wow, that seems like a great deal. $22,000. Not sure how big it is based on that diagram. I don't know, maybe looks like it. I mean, it's hard to really say, but just based on some of the features, maybe 90, 70, 60 to 80 feet wide by 100, 120 feet long, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of what it looks like. There's up here you can see kind of where it's located on the island. But anyway, decent, nice sized lot looks like for $22,000. That I'd be excited too. All right, let's see what happens.
But while she waited in California through the pandemic for the right time to use it, this happened. The lot was bulldozed and a house rose on the property without her knowing about it until she got a call last year from a real estate broker who'd learned the...
Oh my goodness. So they look at that. It looks totally different. Everything she liked about it is gone. They wiped it out and built that house. I mean, let's take a look at that house. It single story house, looks like metal roof, maybe stucco outside. Square footage, it looks like there's a garage there. I'm going to say, man, hard to say, 1,500 square feet maybe, 1,600, just based on the size of the garage and the depth of that house, the width. They'll say maybe 15 to 2,000 square feet. I think 2,000 is generous. So $500,000. Here we go.
Mistake.
And then he informed me, well, I just sold a house and it happens to be on your property. So we need to resolve this. And I'm like, what? I mean, are you kidding me?
An attorney for the builder, PJ's Construction, said the developer, Kea'au Development Partnership, hired him to build about a dozen homes on properties the developers bought in a subdivision, where lots are identified by telephone poles. PJ's Construction said the developers didn't want to hire surveyors.
See, there's a lot of fingers being pointed between the developer and the contractor and some subs.
The unsellable house became a nightmare.
Oh my goodness. So the developer builds a house on a lot based on telephone poles. And again, I don't know what the custom is in Hawaii. If telephone poles mark every lot, the corner of every lot, if it's clearly defined. Obviously, these were surveyed at one point, and the telephone pole with numbers on it is the marker. So it's a big question mark. It doesn't sound initially like, oh, that's a great idea. You just built a house based on a telephone pole. That doesn't sound great, but for us who we don't know the actual customs there in Hawaii, where do they have every lot surveyed before they build, or do they not? Or do they is it customary to rely on these telephone poles as markers? So it's interesting. We don't know the full story behind that, but nonetheless, a home takes about, with a good crew, 6 months on this size home, maybe we'll say 6 months if you're really doing a great job. If you are doing it all the time, maybe you can pull it off in 4, but still, that's a long time to go, and nobody catch that they're on the wrong lot. You think of the inspectors that went out there from the township or municipality that had to inspect certain aspects of this, that they were given an address that the builder probably thought they were on, but yet they show up at this one and no one caught it. No one's like, hey, wait, this isn't the exact lot I'm supposed to. That's interesting. All right, let's keep on going. Let's finish it out. See what they did.
A neighbor who requested privacy said squatters were immediately attracted to the brand new vacant house.
Before they put the fence on this property, there were people coming already to this property, started, looking inside.
When she visited and saw the bathrooms, Reynolds discovered they'd done more than just look.
Both had poop. The hallway one had poop on the floor. And it was so disgusting.
Along with the cost of fencing, she's also paying property taxes that went from a few hundred to several $1,000s.
Oh, man. So she went and checked it out. She caught word of this. She flew down, checked it out, realized that people have been inside the house, squatters. If you're not familiar, there are laws in every state that are called squatting laws that if someone can, what's the word? Like not forcibly, but they can take your land after a certain amount of time if you show no interest in the land, if it's open, accessible, and they do improvements, they pay the taxes. They can after a period of so many years, there's a case that they can build that they can take the land. Well, anyway, so it looks like people were eyeing this, and then they go inside, poop on the floor. Oh man, that's disgusting. It's horrible. Let's just finish out, see what happens.
The developers tried to settle the issue, offering to swap her their lot right next door or sell her the house at a discount.
All right, so there it is. There's the developers. They come in and say, look, we will swap the lot right next to this one, or we will sell you the house at a discount. Now, that's interesting. The latter one is interesting because it lends to the fact that, or to the idea that maybe they knew they made a mistake and they weren't doing this intentionally, like we're going to take this lot from Slade, build this house, and then swap it. Now, the first option, we're going to swap a lot, is kind of like that one lends itself to maybe think that they knew this was the wrong lot. We're just going to see if she'll take this other one after she figures it out. But then they offered her to sell the house at a discount, meaning they're like, well, what do you want to do here? What would you do? Leave comments below as to what you would do in this scenario. Would you swap it for the lot next to it, knowing that this was your perfect lot? Or would you just take the home as it is and sell it for, get a discount on it and then resell it on the market? I mean, there's options, but then here's the precedent that it does set for this. This is interesting.
She refused both offers. Attorney James DePasquale said she shouldn't pay for what she doesn't want.
It would set a dangerous precedent if you could go onto someone else's land, build anything you want, and then sue that individual for the value of it.
After trying to resolve the problem, Keao Development Partnership sued PJ's Construction, the architect, the prior lot owner's family, and the county, which approved all the permits for construction. They also sued Ann Reynolds.
It's awful. It's awful.
All the parties I spoke to today said they are being reasonable and the others aren't. That's why the developer says he pulled everyone into the lawsuit in hopes a judge can help unravel this mistake. We'll keep you posted. Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.
Well, he did a great job on that. Daryl, great job on that story. But all right, folks, there it is. It's laid out for you. What would you do in this scenario? Would you hold strong? And because again, the thought is if you do buy the home at a reduced price or even swap the lots, you do set a precedent that says if you buy a piece of land and somebody comes and builds a house on it without you knowing, they're going to end up getting that house and the land. Or they will sell it to you. You have to buy it from them at a reduced price. I mean, it is a very difficult scenario to be in. I think what I would do, I would probably do what she was doing and say, okay, well, you guys made a mistake. If I really loved that parcel as much as she did, then you'd have to do what she's doing. Now, if you weren't in love with it, and if you just bought one just to get in on it, then maybe it could work out to your advantage where you swap lots, get the next one, but then there's no real advantage there. You just get another lot, or you get that house at a discount. Say that's worth $500,000. I don't know what they offered her. Could they have offered her, or could they have said, look, you can buy it from us for 400 or 300? Depends on how much of a discount. See, we don't know that either. I mean, is the discount half? Is it 10%? Is it, the materials alone is going to be high. So we don't know in Hawaii, obviously building materials are skyrocket. On the mainland, a house like that, of course it does vary from state, but we could say that, it looks like about a 2,000 square foot home from this angle. So we would say, 2,000 square foot home, $200 is kind of unheard of. Let's go $300. That'd be $600,000. Gosh, we'll say it's $200 per square foot on the mainland here, and that gives you 400. Gosh, I don't know. It's such a tough one. Such a tough one to figure out. So leave comments below as what you would do. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, just hit the like button. If you subscribe or not, that's up to you. Totally on you. And it means basically if you do, then I'll try to put out more content that's cool. Common Sense Courier out. Thanks for hanging out.